They're going to do a lot of good things in this area. It's going to help a lot of people in the community, revitalize Regina, bring economic profits. It's going to be a good thing. The grandstand of the old Mosaic Stadium, Taylor Field, was torn down in 2017. Since then, the City of Regina Council and administration have been seeking the public and stakeholders' input of what the community wants to see done with this underutilized land. So who is this new infrastructure affecting? Is it meeting the needs of the whole community? How are the surrounding neighbors feeling about the new development? Is the public getting a say in what will benefit social and economic growth?
I actually grew up in North Central Regina, and I always wanted there to be more community gardens. I know that there have been some developing there recently, but I think that food and food sovereignty and food security is a big issue there, and so I would love to see more community gardens and more low-income housing, and maybe some like multi-purpose facilities that include low-income housing and maybe some small businesses.
I like the idea that that you have like lots of different kind of really accessible retail space, for example, where different kinds of businesses and a wide range of businesses come there, and then that's mixed with residences. So I don't know if we can engineer exactly what that space meant to be, but we can create the circumstances for something magical to happen maybe. So, you know, is there the right kind of affordable retail space? Is there the right kind of mix of residences and services so that people just on the street will interact and that there's opportunities for these kinds of things to happen?
Is the government addressing community-identified social issues? And is the new development accessible to all citizens?
I think that having that central location right there, the most important thing to do would be to have some sort of walkable space with diversity of participation from all levels. So whether it's apartment buildings for low income and high income and condominiums, but also growing your own food and having recreational things that can all be done by walking, as I anticipate the cost of travel to be increasing over the next 50 years. So any transportation will be more and more hard, and it would be better if we could have more local availability for farmers markets, for food, for shopping, for togetherness there. So
I think the best benefit would be to have a mixture of a whole bunch of different housing and facilities, recreation, things that people can use year-round, and grocery store would be good too as well for the people in the area. Mixed income levels of housing, both low income and high income, and some green space would also benefit the area too as well. So basically just a good, well mixed residential commercial area for the area, and not so heavy on the parking.
What about accessible transit, traffic, and walkways? The City of Regina is in the process of developing a policy document called Yard's Neighborhood Plan. In this plan is a set of principles that will determine housing options, sustainable development, traffic and pedestrian connections, and a place for community to have celebrations and events. After the vision and principles are implemented through a concept plan and legal zoning codes approved, administration will develop the vision and bring the plan forward. The Rail Yard Renewal Project is a great example of how communities can leverage their existing infrastructure to create new spaces that meet the people's needs. The funding is coming from both provincial and federal governments, as well as the City of Regina and the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. $33.6 million in joint funding for the Regina Revitalization Initiative and Railway Renewal Project. The funding will include cleaning up the site, installing utility infrastructure, and development. There are 3 phases to the Regina Revitalization Initiative. Phase 1, completed in 2017, was the construction of Mosaic Stadium. Phase 2 is the Rail Yard Renewal Project, the largest urban revitalization project of the city's history. The third and final stage is the long-term redevelopment of the site of Taylor Field, the former Mosaic Stadium, making approximately 20 acres available for new development. The city has been working in a process providing many opportunities for the public and stakeholders to voice their visions and aspirations. Over 1,500 residents provided feedback through public meetings, surveys, and consultations. The plan is to accommodate private sector investment and many public development options, such as the new underground infrastructure, public parks, and a renewed Dewdney Avenue with a pedestrian bridge on the southern part of the railroad site that would cross to connect the Regina Warehouse District. Rehabilitating any existing infrastructure is the way to a sustainable community and promotion of economic growth that will transform the Regina City Centre into a dynamic, connected, and vibrant community. The public stakeholders and the city are very excited and greatly anticipate what will become of the new land and for the future of our city.